Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video here, I'm going to talk about Dolby Atmos and what a huge difference it can make on your home theater. So if you want to take your sound system to the next level, go Dolby Atmos. Trust me, it's the biggest difference of sound since, Dolby Digital 5.1, really. Alright, so basically what I want to talk about is the different configurations of Atmos. Okay, so basically there's like 4 different versions of Atmos, right? The basic one, the first one, is your 5.1.2. And that's basically going to be your front 3, your left, center, right, your 2 side surrounds, and your 2 Atmos speakers, okay? Now typically, in the diagrams for home theater, the surround sound is typically going to be right about ear level, a little bit above on the sides, okay? That's your typical 5.1. But for my system, the RAFCAVE, I put my sides a little bit more elevated, so I wasn't able to do that. So now, when you talk about Atmos, now there's 3 different positions of Atmos. There's the top front, top middle, and your top rear. If you're only going to do one set, I would say go top middle, so basically right above your couch, right, your theater seats. Now, the next one, 5.1.4. Now that's if you want to have 4 Atmos speakers, which will give you the best effect if you can only do 4, or if you can only do the ceiling surrounds and not the center back. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. So if you can do 4 Atmos speakers, what I would generally recommend is 2 top front, because you want to fill in this dead space between your front speakers and your side surrounds. So I typically want to be right in the middle of the front and the side rears. So top front right about here. And since if you're not going to do anything behind you, you want to put your Atmos speakers on the top rear. So a little bit behind the theater seats, so you kind of in the middle of the top front and top rear. That's where your seats are going to be, and then you have your 2 side surrounds. Now after that, there's the 7.1.2. Okay, so that's if you want to run your 3 front, left, center, rear, or left, center, right, your 2 side surrounds, and your 2 back channels. So if you have a choice between 4 Atmos speakers or just do 2 and the 2 backs, personally I would do the 2 backs and 1 set of Atmos. So your 7.1.2. Okay. So I believe that having sound directly behind you would be a better effect if you can only do 2. Okay. Now, if you can't do the back, center, rears, of course, 4 would be good. But, really, you want to have something directly behind you, something on the sides, your 3 in the front, and then add your 2 top middle, right above your couch. Not top rear, not top front. Top middle if you're only running 1 set of Atmos, okay? Now, the ultimate setup is going to be your 7.1.4, which is going to be your 7 main speakers and your 4 Atmos. What I'd recommend, of course, is the top front. And it's a tough choice because you don't want, see, for my situation, I kind of wanted to be in the middle of the 2 fronts and keep the back rears, because it really gives a really good effect to having the backs and the front and the 2 top speakers. The really nice thing about Atmos is it's really incredible because you're sitting down on your couch watching the scene and you can hear the rain coming down on your head from overhead. That is just an awesome feeling. And to still have surround sound behind you for your center rears and have this effect too, it's fantastic. So that's what I would suggest. It just depends on your room. If you can go all out like I did, go for it. Now what I did with my Atmos speakers is these are Klipsch RS or R3. I'll put the link. I'll give the model name. Basically, the nice thing about the clip surround speakers is they have keyholes in the back, on the top and bottom. So I'm able to put 2 screw holes in the ceiling and mount them up, and they stay put. So they were awesome. Otherwise, you can do the ceiling speakers. Cut out the hole in the ceiling and put those up. I was on a budget, so that's why I do it myself. So that's why I did it myself. So that worked out good. So I'll put some diagrams in the video of what I was talking about. So yeah, I think it's fantastic. I mean, Dolby Atmos is definitely a plus. Definitely worthwhile if you can make it happen. Worth the effort. It's worth the extra money spent, because having overhead effects is just fantastic. So definitely work it out in your system. Now, there is another set of Atmos speakers if you cannot do ceiling speakers like this. There are the up-firing speakers, which you can put on top of your front speakers. They're little tiny speaker modules that bounce the sound off the wall and bounce back to your seats. You can also do that for your side speakers or your back speakers to create that effect as well. It's still better than not having it. You're still going to hear the effect, but it really isn't going to be as true and discreet as having ceiling speakers. So definitely worth the effort. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for the Atmos explanation. So hopefully this helps you out, and definitely worth the effort and make your home theater, take your home theater to the next level. So thanks for watching. This is Raf in the RAFCAVE. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.